Right, that's what's causing a slow leak. Yeah? Oosh. I'm going to use these to pull it out and see if it reacts. Yep, it does. Look how long that sucker is. Me, can I check it back in? See if we can check it back in. The reason why I checked it back in a little bit, so I can get my puncture tool kit. I love this tool kit, right? And you know, I love this tool kit. So I got to take this out and rasp the hole bigger. So when we chuck the plug in or the strip, it's got a nice hole because there's metal wires in the tyre, eh? Yeah, it's kind of easy now. Some of them aren't this easy. It's coming out quite good. See, it's been rasping that. I should have got that ready. Hey, that's alright. Now it kind of doesn't look like what it looks like on the instructions. So it says to rasp the hole like we did, and chuck this on. Oh, it says to put some glue on it too. So what we'll do, and put it like further up on one side than the other, not like straight in the middle. See that? And then it's just to push it in and twist it so it comes off. So I've been doing them wrong, eh? I've been pushing this in and just pulling it out, and they've just been coming out like this, and coming out with this. Well, yeah, but they've still leaked, or so they've gone down after I've done certain ones. But now, yeah, putting both of them in at the same time, like how the picture says, like that, it'll be all good, eh? Yeah, so I'll put some of that goo on it. And then we'll see where we go from there, eh? Oh, and it's stopped. Some of the ears must have come out. Well, most of the ear anyway. Eh? Well, these budget kits, but they're effective. That's very watery. As I was trying to put it on, it's been dripping on the ground. But yeah, I'm going to try apply this now. So, I'll give you a look from over here. It really has to be forced in. I might need 2 hands for this, but you can see what I'm trying to do. That's going to go in. So I'm going to pause it. You can see how that's going in. See, it's going to do what the picture suggests it does. Yeah, I can see why I did it the other way. But anyway, it's going in slowly, but it's pretty hard. I wonder if it would be better if we put air on the tyre as I'm trying to do it. Might blow the adhesive off the thing. But anyway, well, hopefully that's what it looks like in the photo. Alright, so hopefully that's what it looks like in the photo. I think it does. We'll give it a go because I got one more left, but I can still use that. And I'll show you guys how I do it. Ooh, what's happening there? Interesting, can't see. Hang on, might be something on the lens. Probably the light. Here's the light. So what I'll do, can't focus in on it, so I'll move this into the light. So what I'll do is just twist, like on the instructions says to do. I'll twist and then pull out, because I think you're making a knot behind the this is, yeah, okay. Now I've got to try to get that out. I'll probably have two hands. I'll try to see what happens, because I don't want to pull it all the way out. So I had to do it my other way, so where I put only so much in like that into the eye of the needle puncture, or this contraption. I put only that much in, and then I spin it and push it in. So now I got to get that out and make sure the gum's left in there. So I'm going to use my other hand. I use two hands and I go like this, and then pull it out so it stays. See, because I experienced doing it like that way. So what's happened is, see, with the gunk's in there, and I'm going to just force this back in, and see, because it has to come off there. And I think when you spin it, it comes out. If you spin and turn, it comes out. But yeah. Anyway, cool. Because I think you're supposed to just probably put the gunk in there. But then see, it's got those two that you cut off at the end. Yeah, I should have just did it the way I'm used to, but that's alright. Looks a bit messy. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it like that, cut it, and run it on the car. If she goes down or plays up, I'll just chuck another one in. So I should check to see if there's any more leaks. I should check to see if there's any more leaks, but I'm pretty confident it's coming from there. So I'll go chuck this back on, and then I might put that back on the front, because it was on the front, and take the spare wheel, put it back where I got it from. So yeah, so we'll probably demo that. If you haven't seen my other videos, this is pretty high to jack the car. You see the car leaning to the opposite side from this point I jacked it on. I hope I'm not bending or destroying the bottom of the car. I just laid it. Sometimes you gotta find a solid point to jack it up on, maybe over there, under there, on this. But yeah, I don't remember safety. I should have put a stand under there, but you know, because of my confidence in how long I've been doing this for, and it's fine. So I'm gonna check this back on. See, look, drum, eh? I don't really like drum. Disc is the best to have. Yeah, so just gonna spin these back on. I'm gonna do opposites. See, I put my foot on and made it easier to thread up. I know I didn't do opposite there, but still, it's alright. It's just nipping it up for the meanwhile. Yeah, I'd rather disc all around, because changing drum brakes, the shoes in a drum, and then adjusting it and muck around. It's good knowledge and skill, practical task, but not when you can just change the pads on the disc, and you get way better braking all the way around a car with disc brakes. See that? I'm just tightening it up there now, nipping that up. So that's nice and snug, and when I drop it, I can just put on the torque. Back to here. So see, if I had a stand, I'll take that out now. Take the stand out and chuck this on the jack. So this is where you just look. You should use two hands, which I'm going to try to do. Right, and you just, because it's locked. See how that came down? It came down a bit too fast, but that's okay. I just let the jack take the weight. I see I tightened it back up as it came down a bit. It's good to do stuff like that, you know, because in an emergency, you know, you need quickly, you know, put the lock or the hydraulic, close the hydraulic valve to, you know, stop the car from coming down just in case you need to. So I'm doing this with a power bar. If you don't know, whether you got a power bar and then you put a pipe on the end like this, it makes it easier to tighten. So you just be mindful, because you could jack the car right down and use the car's momentum so to check to see how tight the blooming bolts are getting. Yeah, see how it's wanting to move, so we know that's pretty tight. So when it comes to hand, you know, trying to loosen these by hand, it'll be without a pipe. It's will be pretty hard. Yeah, that's nice. And I've got it right there. One more. Yeah, that's enough. Yeah, that's on there. Sweet. So hopefully it's not going to leak. I'll let it right down now. You could probably do some checks now. Let's do this out. Oh, that seems to be alright. Hopefully it's alright, if you can see that. If there's no damage. See, because look, the wood was taking the form. You know, probably getting spread. That's why timber and jacks are pretty cool. Chuck this back on. I should have recorded the whole thing, changing a tyre and doing a repair on the tyre, but I'm sure if you watch my other video with the Neo, the Mark X Zeo, sorry, Neo, you'll see me take the wheel off in a certain fashion and change the shock. Yeah, cool. I'll just clean this up. I'm going to probably go around to the other side and put that one on, because we repaired the valve. The valve, I don't know how the valve got damaged, but when the valves get damaged, the valve got damaged and then it started leaking. So I'm going to go around the other side and put that on the front. I'll check the tires all around, because that looks like the spare, eh? That's mean. That's good tread on it. I changed my mind. I think I'll keep this on, because this was the spare, but the spare looks pretty good. The tread on that, the tread looks as good as, you know, the other ones. Because the best treaded tire you want to save, because even though if you can afford to buy tires, change them all over the place, people change one tire, two tires, three tires at a time, not the whole lot. They just cycle like that. But for, you know, for myself, I like to use up the tire, you know, get most wear out of the tire as possible. But yeah, it's good to save money. So what I'm going to do is going to show you how to put this back under the car, if you guys don't know. So here, this is what's going to cool up like this about the Wish. There's certain cars, they have certain significant traits about them, and the Wish's one is it's got a little canopy here, a compartment where I can put the jack. I got my jumper leads, and yeah, there goes the rope. What was I say? The rope coupling to chuck inside the tire and then crank it up, and it sits under the bottom of the car. So sweet. We'll do that. We'll demo that. I'll do it with impact because I don't want to muck around when I'm standing there winding it by hand. But yeah. So what you'll do, you'll chuck something like this on. Oh, I could have used that. Take the nuts off the wheel. Leave that. Anyway. Yeah. So yeah, you just put something on here and you start winding it up and down. I think that'll be a 19, but because we used the 21 last time, I think we might have to use the 21. But I could check. I get the extension. I wonder if they could fit in there. That's going down. Let's see if there's something reacting. Oh, there it is. So, that. It's not recommended to do what I'm doing. So, need to bring it down enough. Oh, a bit of a roundy, so don't do that. I'm not really fussed about that. I can get another one. Yeah, just being a bit lazy. So I think this goes that way. And this goes in here. So you have to give it a bit of slack. There you go. I was thinking you could probably do it upside down. You probably don't want to do that. There. Alright, so that'll conform and that'll sort itself out when it goes up. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. So you just come up slowly. So find a socket for it. Nope, it's not that one. It's probably the 20. Oh, it will be the 21. So I'll take it off the power bar. That's in here. Just I bloody could have put that on it. So as you can see, chucked it on there. That's probably handy to have if you don't have a 21 and a impact and that and the shaft. You can do it with a spanner, crescent. So we'll just have a look there. Got in 4. See, so it's going to lift up. See, that's just going to go conform to where it needs to go. I haven't had any problems with these. You guys can see that. I can't see what's happening. I should take off. Now it's probably good to take this off and do it by hand so you can feel the tension of it. Yeah, that's alright. That's a bit tight, see? I don't recommend doing it like that. But we'll check the tyre. It's got to be pretty tight under there. Yeah, that's tight. They're conformed, I think it would have centered to the where it's supposed to be. So that's how you chuck that back, the spare back under there. So I've gotten the stuck on here, so I'm going to have to try to get that out. So that's probably to be mindful not to probably use the impact, but I can get it off. I'm confident. And if I don't, worst case scenario, that socket stays there on that. That's alright, a few taps with the extension, got it off. So I'll just tidy all this up, and then yeah, it should be okay. So that's the wish done. So that's a wish tyre repair with a plug kit. Wow, budget one anyway.